everyone. I hope y'all are having a great Monday. I just finished cleaning all the animal pens. That is why I'm looking a little sweaty right now. Collected some eggs and gave them all food and water. Now I'm about to go into the garden and gather up some stuff for lunch today. We have a good bit of romaine that needs to be picked, so I figured let's make salads, probably make Tyler a sandwich and some eggs too, because he can't just live off of a salad. He don't really like eating just salad by itself, but he will eat it as long as I make him something else to go with it. So we're gonna probably make him a sandwich, but I'm gonna show you just some of the things I like to grab for lunch sometimes. So here's our romaine that needs to be picked. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so that's a good bit for us. That'll be enough lettuce. There's about this much, a little bit more in here. So that's enough lettuce for us for lunch, but I'm gonna grab some other things in the garden and see what else we can make with it. Here are our green beans. We haven't got any fruit off of them yet, but they're starting to get really big, and I expect that we'll have some pods coming out soon. Our cucumbers are starting to get much bigger. Hopefully we'll have some cucumbers soon also. Looks like there might be a strawberry or two that we can make with lunch. That one looks ready. Pretty big size too. There's another one that looks ready. I love these strawberries because they're so big. I think the rest of these ones need a few more days, but we'll be harvesting a lot of strawberries. As you see, we have a good bit of green ones popping out. We probably eat 2 or 3 a day, honestly, from this garden. I would like to maybe add some more strawberry plants too, so maybe I can convince Tyler to build me a strawberry box. Another one. I've seen some pretty cool ideas with different boxes they can do with strawberries. I do have a few eggplants back here just because we didn't have anywhere else to put them. So we'll put those here. We never had, all of our strawberries over here have white flowers, and we saw some that had pink flowers, so we actually bought them to see if they will taste any different. There is one of the flowers there. And the vines are pink instead of green, like these. So that's going to be something new to try. Maybe I can pick up an onion too for lunch. This one looks good. Yeah, that'll work. That'll do. And some of our onions are flowering now. We're just gonna let them do that, because then that will turn into seeds and then more onions eventually. But check out this corn situation. So this is where our old compost used to be. We pushed it back there because we expanded our garden, because we just really want to grow so much more. And so as you see, the corn here, very large, right? And the corn in the very back, where the compost wasn't, is small. So that can just show you how important a compost actually is. It's just crazy. It's like 3 or 4 times bigger than the corn back there. So compost, people, it's essential. So I have some radish over here, as well as some turnips. The radish over here is a different type of variety than the radish I have in my other spot. I'm gonna pull one of these up to see if any of them are ready to go. There we go. That one's good. Okay. Get some of that dirt off before I put it in my basket, even though I will wash all my produce before I cook with it or prepare it. So yeah, there's a good one. See if we can grab some more. You see, I plant marigolds around throughout the garden just because it's supposed to help with different types of pests, and they're very pretty. I'm gonna grab some nasturtium leaves. They taste pretty good and they're really nutritional for you. Eventually these will start popping out some flowers. The leaves itself are packed full of vitamin C, whereas the flowers are filled with all types of vitamin B. So that's a really cool benefit of growing nasturtium. And plus, you can eat every single bit of nasturtium. You can eat the flower, the stems, the leaves, which I really just prefer the leaves the most. These things. Hopefully we get some tomatoes soon. We have cauliflower here and just some rescued beans. We don't know what type of beans these are because they were just randomly sprouting throughout the garden from last year's harvest. And that's why they look a little bad right now, but I think they're gonna get better just because we transplanted them. But yeah, the rest is just cauliflower. Then we have broccoli growing over here. I'm not gonna harvest any of this yet because I will eat the leaves in salad, but I'm gonna wait till we start getting some heads on these broccolis before I start picking anything. We have some more tomato plants over here. Carrots and beets over here. I'm gonna grab some of this lettuce too. This is a new red fire lettuce. I just take the whole head off like that. Grab 2 of them. Let's grab this one too. Or this one. I usually use some type of shears, but I don't have them on me, so this will do. Yeah, and when you harvest this lettuce, you just leave about that much off because it will grow back. Like here's one that I took this whole head off last week, and it's already almost as big as the one beside it. This is all eggplant. I just planted some asparagus to experiment with. I know that I won't be able to get any asparagus off of this until probably next spring, but I figured I could just leave this box here for asparagus. It is a perennial, so you don't have to pull it up or anything, and it needs to go through at least one full winter before you'll get anything off of it. So that's why I don't expect anything from it this year. Let's grab some peas. I love eating peas with my salad. We have a good bit of squash going. Sometimes I will fry up these flowers. They taste really good when they're battered and fried. But we have a lot of squash popping up. This is my first time ever trying to grow squash on some type of trellis. Usually people grow squash on the ground and it just spreads, but I've seen a lot of people grow it on trellises, and I think that would be a lot easier. But yeah, there's a pretty big one right there. This one has actually a good bit of squash on it. This is crooked neck squash, by the way. Oh, look at that one. That one's getting very big. We'll be eating lots of squash, and we'll freeze whatever we don't eat, or can. We also have a couple zucchinis coming up. There's a zucchini right there. And we have another zucchini. We have a couple more zucchini right there. There's another spot where I plant radish. See if this one's ready. That's big. Another one, that one's a little bit smaller, but that'll be okay. Lots of peppers growing. I planted some sugar baby watermelon over here on this trellis. Those watermelon only get about 8 pounds, so I figured it would be okay to put it on the trellis. And if it starts to hang and I'm afraid it will break off of the plant, then I will try the pantyhose method that I see a lot of people doing. So I figured I'd give it a try. Here's one of them. That's the sugar baby watermelon. Now in the back of the field I have some crimson sweet watermelon as well as some tender sweet orange watermelon growing. So we'll have some bigger varieties too, but I figured I'll try these personal sized watermelons because I think that'd be a lot of fun. We also have a bunch of different types of squash growing over here. Like we have acorn squash and butternut squash, as well as the white scallop squash too. And of course, cucumber, more nasturtium. All right, I'm gonna grab some more radish from over here too. Yeah, look at how long that one is. That one's longer, almost as long as my finger. Now, a lot of the times I'll pull out a good bit of these radish and then I'll replenish it with more seeds. They grow really fast. They only take almost some of them take about 60 days, but the ones I have planted here only take 20 days to harvest. So if you like radish, it's a really good plant, good vegetable to try to plant because of how fast it grows. This is like a radish jungle, so I'm going to go through all this to see if there's anything that's ready. There are some watermelon there's some watermelon radish in here. That radish takes about 60 days, whereas there are different other types of radish in here that only take 20 days to 30 days. So I'm going to go through. I know the watermelon radish probably won't be ready, but I know the other radish will be. This is like a treasure hunt going through this because you never know like where they'll be popping up at. So here's one radish. It's a white one. We just pickled a bunch of radish too. That was the first time I ever tried pickled radish. It was actually much better than I expected. I used a mandolin and thinly sliced it and then just boiled some vinegar and sugar and all different types of seasonings and just poured that on top, set it overnight, and then the next day it was ready. So if you would like to see me make that, just comment down below and I'd be happy to show you a tutorial on how to make pickled radish. It's really good on top of like tacos, anything like that, or by itself. Another radish. This is a purple radish. Another radish. Oh, and here's a, this one looks big. Oh, nope, I was deceiving. So, I think that's enough radish for the salad. So let's go see what else we can find. Check out how huge our potatoes are going. I'm actually about to pick this flower because I was told that once they start flowering, you want to make sure you pick those off. I'm not exactly sure why, but I'm going to do that. They are very pretty flowers though. And there's a stink bug on this plant. I'm gonna flick it off. And pick these flowers off. I don't know about y'all, but we love potatoes. I could literally eat them for almost every meal. This is a lot of potatoes here. And the cool thing about them is you don't even really have to pull them up completely. Whenever you want to harvest them, you can just reach your hand down in the dirt and grab what you need and leave the plant there, and it will just continue to produce more and more potatoes. So that's really nice. Once we do decide to remove all these potatoes up, we most likely will be boiling them and canning them or making dehydrated potatoes so we can make instant potatoes, mashed potatoes, whenever we want. I just picked a couple of our sweet banana peppers. This is what they look like. And they're really good in the salad too. So here's everything that I harvested today for lunch. We have some strawberries, all different types of radish, some red onion, nasturtium leaves, some sweet banana peppers, some peas, some red lettuce, and some romaine. So I think that'll be it. Good. Of course, I'll probably add some dressing to this, as well as maybe some almonds to it. Well, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video and y'all liked seeing everything I got from the garden and harvesting. If y'all enjoyed it, please like the video. And if you want to see more of me harvesting vegetables out of the garden, just comment down below and I'll be happy to start doing more harvesting videos. I really enjoy doing these types of videos because I love coming out to the garden and being able to pick stuff for lunch and not have to worry about, oh, I need to go to the grocery store and get this. But it's really nice just to come out here and know that I'm eating fresh organic produce that we grew ourselves. It's really rewarding. It is a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it. It's great for your mind, body, and soul. So if you really enjoy this video, please, like I said, comment and like the video. And if you enjoy watching our channel, please give us a subscribe. We really appreciate any type of support we can get. And I really hope y'all have a blessed day.